Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing really good. I am off today, so I decided this is kind of like probably breakfast, lunch. I haven't ate yet today, so I made an omelet. I cannot make an omelet to save my life, so I'm gonna call it an ugly omelet. But inside my omelet, I sauteed tomato, onion, and vegetarian sausage. I used the Morningstar patties. And I wanted to put green pepper in there, but I didn't have any. And I have some hash browns and some biscuits here. So there is my omelet. It's not so pretty, but actually that's probably the best one I ever made. So it tells you a lot right there. There's my hash browns and my biscuits. And I have to show you what else I have. So beautiful. I have a nice big bowl of fruit. Look at that. Blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, pineapple. Let me take the lid off here. Watermelon, I'm sure. Yeah, I see watermelon. So, look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Oh my gosh, isn't it so pretty? So vibrant and pretty. I'm going to try to do a snapshot if you guys don't mind for my thing here. I want definitely to show my fruit on there. Isn't that so beautiful? So, there we go. I think that's beautiful. I love blackberries. I remember as a little girl, we'd always go berry picking. That's funny, berry picking. Kind of reminds me of a song or something. Blackberry picking. So I'm going to put a little ketchup, I think, somewhere here on this corner. I don't have any room. Let me slide this over. Oh my goodness. My stand's not working right, so I can only do the best I can. I like to dip my stuff in ketchup, my eggs in that. Probably need even more than that. So let me try to readjust this and I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. I think that's a little bit better. So first we'll take a nice bite of this omelet. It's actually hot in the house right now because the AC, isn't running quite as much right at the moment. So it's falling apart. But I put cheese in there too, but there's onion and sausage and so good. It really is. So I hope everybody's doing well. I checked my clothes before I came on camera, make sure I had them on. They're so funny. I do crazy stuff all the time. You guys are, I'm going to tell you about my car a little later. You guys are hopefully not so sick of hearing about my car, but you're just not going to believe this. Really not going to believe all this stuff that's going on. But first I'm going to tell you what happened to Nikki. She's okay, nothing bad. But it shows you what a vicious dog she is. Me and my husband were out. And we came home. Our home is gated. Well, has a gate. And, you can drive in through the gate doors in the driveway or park outside, but still our driveway is gated, part of it, and then the rest of it is outside the gate. So we do both ways or whatever, but we always open the gate when we get home so that we could bring stuff in and whatever else. So I grab a few things, and I come to the door and come in the house, and then Nikki, she runs outside. Her dad's out there. She always wants to say hello to us when we come back. And she runs out there. It was outside the gate, but still in our yard. That's what I was explaining about part of it's, fenced in and not. Because sometimes we don't feel like pulling the cars in the gate. But, so she's still in our driveway. but outside the gate by her dad, and this big, huge dog comes and chases her. I don't think he wanted to hurt her. I don't know. It almost looked like he wanted to play, but he was huge. He was huge, like a shepherd or a pit bull size, you know. So I didn't really trust it. And she's scared at everything. You guys know that. I didn't notice it has raspberries in it too. So he comes chasing her. She screamed like she's being murdered. That kind of sound, running back through her doggy door and into the house. But my husband, he's screaming at the dog, "You stop!" And that big dog stopped. And the lady, they're across the street and about 2 or 3 homes down. Their dogs get out all the time, which I don't like because I really don't know if they would hurt the cats or the other dogs or whatever. I don't know them that well. So she came over and apologized, but because they probably thought the dog didn't touch Nikki, but you would think the dog did because she was screaming and hollering, and she was so scared, and I don't blame her. She was so scared after that. She's begging me, pick me up, pick me up. She's in the house, pick me up. She has just signals she wants up. And so, but she was hysterical. I pick her up and she's shaking real bad. And when she was a puppy, you guys know she was only less than 2.5 pounds. And she always wanted up here where she could, because she was so teeny tiny. She'd go up here when she was scared. And that's what she was trying to do. She's trying to, now she's 20 pounds now, and she's trying to get up on my shoulder, and she's scratching me, and she wants to go to a safe place. But I held her for a little bit. Then her dad came in and held her, and then she was fine. But it's just funny. Not funny, but funny. How she could sound so mean when somebody gets close to her yard, but boy, if anything gets close to her, she's gone. I mean, they need to be careful because those big, I mean, even if that dog was only going to play with Nikki, it's too big. He's huge. He was huge. I don't know, 70 pounds. Oh. So hopefully they have 2 dogs and they're always out. Sometimes it's a little nerve-wracking to go out to my car when they're out there because they can sound pretty mean too. I can see my camera's not. It's a little bit this way down. Sorry. It's just, the stand isn't really that old. I mean, I did an unboxing of it, but, you know, it wore out pretty fast. I guess I'm doing too many videos. It's a biscuit. I split them in half and put a little butter on it. But, or margarine, actually. I don't know what the difference is, really. So, I'll put a piece of egg on there. You guys are probably so sick of hearing about my car, but I got another story. When I tell you guys, I have the worst of luck, I have the worst of luck. No matter what, it's going to happen to me. So, Oh, and also, before I start that story, my husband's already talking. I don't know if I could leave Nikki to go on a cruise. I mean, I'm going to miss her too. But I'm going on a cruise. So I told him, I said, I tell you what, you stay home and I'll go and enjoy myself. He's going to go though. He's not going to miss out on that cruise. I told you guys that our cars were going in the shop to get the lug nuts done. And they did, but mine didn't get done. I'll explain it all. But before this all happened, the week before, my husband comes home from work. My husband works day, night, overnight. He works all different kinds of shifts. But he came home from a day shift and he told me my car's over. His car. He says to me, my car's overheating. And it was late Friday night when everything's closed. So he didn't have to be back in office till the next night at like 5:30. He had to leave to go, and I told him, well, and I had to be at work the next morning, and he wouldn't be home till after I had left for work. So I told him, look, take my car. I said, because if your car overheats or have problems, it's easy for me to get help because he drives pretty far for work, and it's kind of desolate in part of the areas. Because it's a lot of wooded area and stuff like that. So I told him, take my car. I'll take your car to work, and if I have any problems, I could call. You know, I mean, he'd call roadside too, but it's just so far out there, it would take them longer to get to him and whatever else. So I take my car. I'll take your car in the morning. And then it was over the weekend. So I told him, Monday we'll take your car and put it in a shop, even though I had already scheduled our cars to go into a shop on Wednesday to have the lug nuts done. But the next morning he had messed with his car, and it seemed a little better. He just checked all the plugs and the fuses, so it seemed to be doing better. So I told him, still, take my car. I don't want you to have any problems, and then we'll have it taken care of, this next week. So he says, okay. He takes my car. Everything was fine. The next morning I'm at work. I took his car. He says, and he never ever. He always texted me good morning and stuff like that, but when he got home, he sent me a text. He said, call me. Right there and then, I knew something had to be the matter, because he never tells me call me, because usually when he comes home, he takes care of Nikki, makes sure she gets her breakfast and whatever, because when I get up, it's too early to give her breakfast, and then he lays down, because if he's overnight, he's tired and wants to lay down for a little bit while it's quiet. So he tells me, call me, and I'm thinking, oh no, please. So I call him, and he said, your car is not drivable. And I'm like, what? He said, your car's not drivable. I said, did you have an accident? And he's like, no. He said, your transmission. Your car will not change gears. It's literally would not change gears. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You really have got to be kidding me. So that was over the weekend too. It was from Saturday to Sunday. So it was Sunday. And so Monday, he had to take his car again, which was running a little bit better. I had to find a ride to work, and then I had to get my car taken to the local Ford dealer because it was undrivable. Literally, you'd go in it, went and change gears. You'd like be on in first gear. And I take it there. Well, I didn't take it there, so I had somebody take it there and had them look at it. And here it was a module for the transmission. I don't know exactly what it is. Some kind of it has something to do with the computer and the module. It tells the transmission to change gears, to do this and that, whatever. So they got it fixed. He had already left for work again, so I had to get somebody to come get me and take me to the car dealer. Which this was the local Ford. I don't like going to them because they've really I I don't like it there. They would say they'd start working on my car on a Monday, but my car would sit there all week and they wouldn't start till Friday. Why? You know, we work for a living, we need our cars, and they would. It seemed like they'd always play around. So I don't like to go there, but I had to because that was the local one. You know, you can't be towed to one that's 30 miles away when there's one right in another town. So we still had our appointments for our lug nuts. So that was Monday. We still had our appointments for our lug nuts on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we take both cars because both cars need the lug nuts because I guess it's centimeters or something like that. They're 19 and they swelled 19 and a half. And nobody could get our tires off. And that's another problem with the car because they haven't recalled those yet. So we got to pay for them up front. But if they go to recall them, we'll get our money back. Because eventually they will. She said everybody is turning in their car to get lug nuts put on. And it's $140 a car. It's ridiculous for those metal lug nuts. I wish I had never bought this car, to be honest with you. And then we got 2 of them, so. So that Wednesday we take our cars to the shop to get our lug nuts done. And they take our cars, they pull them into the bay. We're there for like 20 minutes. They're probably scared to come talk to me because when I made my appointment for the cars to get the lug nuts done, it took 3 days to get the appointment because the girl up front didn't want to make the appointment. You had to speak to the manager because they have to be sure those lug nuts will be in stock for your car for when you make your appointment. So I couldn't get through. I couldn't get through for the longest time. So like on the 3rd day, I finally got the appointment made for that Wednesday. We both needed lug nuts. His lug nuts are different than mine. His are shorter, they said. Mine are longer because I have special hubcaps on my car, which I'm thinking about just getting rid of them because I'm not going to pay this much money again for lug nuts because they will swell again, she said. It's something new, some kind of new lug nut Ford has on their cars. But they actually had to buy special tools to get the lug nuts off because they swell. But so we go there, we're sitting there, it's about, I'm probably rambling on, I'm sorry, I'm still tired, but we sit there for about 20 minutes and the guy comes in, can I talk to you too? And that's never a good sign either. I was only having lug nuts put on and a wiper. My husband had broke my wiper on my car the day before. So we're like, yeah. And at that time, the whole service manager came over and they're like, we are so sorry. We have lug nuts for your husband's car, but we don't have yours in stock. I mean, I didn't get mad. I was upset, yes, because I went through all that trouble to be sure I had the appointment, to be sure they'd have the product for my car. Didn't work out. So, but I have to say, she was like, we'll get him in. I'll give you a rental car. You could take the rental car and then come back and get it. She goes, or you could leave your car and I will have your car brought back to your home for you and stuff like that. And I don't know. I just told her, look, I'm going to come next week. You make sure you have those lug nuts for my car, please. Because we live like 35 miles away. So it's not just right across town like the other Ford, but yes, but we just don't like to go to it. So hopefully this next week they will have the lug nuts for my car. My husband has them on his, which I'm happy because, like I said, he travels further. If he breaks down, I don't want him to have so much trouble, you know, with his car. So I'm happy that he got his done. So hopefully mine will be done next week. I want to have it done before the cruise because we have to travel quite a ways to the port. It's like a 3-hour drive or so, or 2-hour drive, whatever it is. I don't want to break down because nobody could get our tires off our car. When I had that flat, the roadside assistants couldn't get them off, so they took my car to the tire place across the street, and they had to beat the lug nuts off. But it's just ridiculous, all the trouble we have with this car. I love my car. I love the color of it. You guys have seen in a picture the color of it. It's called frosted glass. It's really just like a light teal kind of color. It's so pretty. It really is a color. But so much stuff we've already had to have done to the car. And then problems with the tires. Then my husband broke apart. He's rough on everything, I swear. He broke apart on my seat thing, so we just ordered that too while we were there, and they're gonna have it when we go back, so we can have it put on. But I swear I am probably one of the most unluckiest persons. He was teasing that our luck has been so bad this year, and I mean, it seems like every year I can't, I hope for good luck for the whole year, but it just doesn't happen. I don't know. I've been talking too much, I think. Sorry. But I just want to keep you guys informed. I mean, can you honestly believe that? How? And I really think my boss thinks I'm lying. I don't know. Because he asked me to work a couple times. I'm like, my car has to go to shop. He's like, it's been there 3 times in the last 3 weeks. No, it actually was in there twice last week. And then both of ours were in there before that. Mine was in twice last week. And then we went and filled lug nuts. So, it's exhausting. It really is. That fruit is so good. Look at that. So delicious. But actually, I'm getting full anyways. But Nikki just come over here and lay down. I'm probably bored to death when I'm sitting here talking to myself. I know I'm talking to you guys, but she thinks I'm sitting here talking to what's that crazy lady doing there, sitting there talking to herself? I have to tell you something. I don't know if she's super smart or if it's coincidence, but the last 2 days, I gave her food. She don't want doggy food, but I couldn't give her sometimes what we're eating. I'll incorporate the vegetables and a little bit of gravy or something in with her food, make it better. But the last 2 days I couldn't do it, so I gave her dog food and she would not eat it. And I said to her both days, I said, look, if you eat your dog food, you get some ice cream. And she started eating her dog food right away, both days. So I don't know if she's super smart or just, I don't know. She does understand the word ice cream and nuts. She understands all that. And McDonald's hamburger. She understands that much. So, I don't know. I know she's crazy, but it's like her mama. But guys, I hope you have, I'm sorry, I am actually pretty full. That was a big omelet. But I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, depending on where you are. I hope it didn't bore you guys too much today, but I mean, I just thought it was crazy, so I wanted to tell you guys all about it. I just can't imagine having this much car troubles, Only me, only SuperFly. So, Halloween is right around the corner, so I hope everybody has a wonderful day, a wonderful evening. I love you guys so much. I hope you know that, and I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell button so you'll know when I upload a video, and please share with your friends. And I appreciate I've been getting new subscribers, and I appreciate them, and I appreciate my old ones who have been with me from the beginning. You guys are so wonderful. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.